Previously on MCC.
Hello, again, welcome to another episode of MCC. My name is Timothy, it's David, that is Larnisha, and today's episode we're going to be talking about prosperity preaching, which is where the exploitation, I guess, tends to come from, because we get so focused on the materialistic that we don't even factor in that living how God wants you to would be successful, a successful life, a fulfilled life, thriving life. Because we said earlier that there are some promises that God has made to us that if we follow Him and follow His word, what He wants us to do, that He will give to us. So that's where I think the overall problem lies. Our vision is skewed from what prosperity is to a Christian.
Well, like I said, they hired him to talk about money. That's what he talked about.
I don't know. That's just suspect to me, I guess.
I get the suspicions that people have, like you had brought up earlier about pastors like they have mega churches and have a bunch of different things because their church is doing so well. If they're using those things for ministry, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think we have to be weary of that and focus on the facts. If it comes out that he's using the church for personal gain, and let that come out. But if the church is successful and they have this a lot of money to work with, and they're able to do a lot of different ministry, because a lot of times behind the scenes you don't see that most of those churches, those mega churches, do donate a lot to different causes and different ministries that smaller churches can't do, in amounts that smaller churches can't do, and sometimes and a lot of times those mega churches, the pastor has to keep up a certain image to remain the pastor of those mega churches, and it all plays together, So if it's getting ministry across, if it's getting ministry is getting done because of what he's doing, I'm not going to knock it or say something negative about it, until I have to let it come out saying that he most definitely was doing it for personal gain.
Well, I guess my issue isn't necessarily on the back end, because obviously mega churches have a different flow of income, and so if they're paying the pastor, giving the pastor what he should be getting, then obviously you're gonna have some. But my issue is how some of that is gotten, back to the prosperity preaching. If you give, let's say I saw one time a pastor ask, you give, how many people, I need 10, or it's 10 people in here that'll give me $1,000 or give $1,000 in offering. And he said, you will be, he said something, you'll be giving someone, he might just say you'll be blessed, which is true. But the blessings that some people are talking about are also, like I said, $10,000 checks in the mail that come from nowhere, which is possible, just not probable, for everybody who gives $100 to $1,000. We just don't see that happening. And so it comes off to me as preying on people's wishes, or on their materialistic side, or what have you want to say it. It just seems like praying to me.
I don't think so. I mean, if he didn't teach that, if he didn't at some point say that your giving is gonna come back tangible to you, if he's not teaching that, and then he asks for you to give to the church for whatever reason, and all he said was that you would be blessed. I can't say he's taking advantage of them, you know.
But
Yeah.
that's what they are teaching on, that you'll get your blessing back tenfold. And, you know, or they'll bring up people who do testimonies that say, I did this and I got $10,000 in the mail.